Hey everyone, it's Patrick. We're here at 2910 shop to retrieve some parts for the Mark III Mini Swerve. So unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we haven't been able to meet in person. And of course, we can't have any students in the shop without mentor supervision. So pretty much no students have been in here since last March. But yeah, here we are. There's some robots. So most of the parts we're going to be picking up are going to come off of this robot. This is our first 2020 robot. This robot never actually competed. It's kind of like our prototype robot. So we got this robot done 2.5 weeks before our first event, week 1. And it was like, there were some problems with it, which we kind of expected. We got it done quickly, and it was a great programming base for programmers to get everything set up and autonomous working and stuff like that. And then due to like all the things that didn't work perfectly on this robot, we ended up, this is our actual competition bot for 2020. So yeah, a lot of the problems that robot had, we fixed in this robot. And this robot was, design of this robot was finalized probably a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks before our first event, and then we fabbed up all the parts and assembled it. But yeah, a lot of similarities to the prototype bot. The main difference between the two robots, the prototype bot, this whole front part of it, the wheels, those wheels just drive the balls around the front part of this robot, which worked as long as the balls weren't squished together too much. So occasionally this robot's magazine would jam a little bit. It would have probably still been a pretty quite competitive robot, but this robot, the actual comp bot, has belts on the outside of this whole curve, which feed the balls much more effectively when they're right up next to each other. Okay, so as you can see, a lot of stuff's already been taken off of this, but the main things we're going to be taking for the Mini Swerve chassis are going to be the Swerve modules, as well as a bunch of the electronics. This robot has Mark II modules, and these Mark II modules are actually straight off of our 2019 practice bot. So technically the parts on these modules were machined prior to the 2019 build season starting. Yeah, we're also gonna take the Rio, the PDP, So these are all the parts I pulled off of the of that robot. We've got 3 Swerve modules. One of those we already pulled off one of the Swerve modules before. And then so these are real early version Mark II modules, but Tim will be rebuilding them to Mark III modules. I found the wheels that go with them, which is good. Got a couple Falcons for the 4th module. We got the radio and a switch. Found one new wheel. Got the breaker, battery cable. We'll probably reuse some of this, adjust the length as necessary for how it fits. We got some new treads, motor spacers, Falcon shafts. We've got these Andy Mark 16 tooth Falcon pinions, which we'll be using because we're going to gear the Mark III modules for the faster speed because it's going to be a real lightweight bot. We got the Limelight, which I think we're going to end up wanting to mount to the mini Swerve. And we've got the Rio, PDP. We're not going to be using the Navex just because the Rio is actually mounted at an angle on the mini Swerve chassis. Yep, these are all the parts we got. So let's put together these Mark II to Mark III upgrade kits. Normally it would come with both the double gears, but we're only going to give 2910 the ones for the fast ratio, because we know that's what we're going to be doing. Got the center column pieces, and then you need 2 more of these long skinny spacers. The steering shaft, the intermediate shaft, and the wheel spacer are all reused. These are the bearings for the double gear and the center column. So the typical Mark II to Mark III upgrade kit would come with the additional double gear as well as a spacer if you're using Neos to space out the motor pinion for the drive. But I know we're 2010's going to be using Falcons and the fast ratio, so we're just going to give them the parts they need. Thanks for watching. Tune into the next video to see Tim assemble the Mark III modules.